Hi everyone, Rob Kajiwara here. A very sad and tragic day for Ryukyu Okinawans and our friends and supporters all over the world. Shuri Castle, which is the most famous building, one of the premier symbols of Okinawa, has burnt to the ground. Caught on fire around 2:40 a.m. Okinawa time this morning, and the fire spread very quickly. Shuri Castle suffered heavy damage. Reports are that the main building, the one you see here on my shirt, that's reports are that it's completely destroyed. It's gone. It's completely wiped out by the fire. You can see in the pictures here that five other buildings on the castle ground were also heavily damaged to the point that they'll probably need to be torn down completely and rebuilt from scratch. They don't appear to be salvageable. There is no word yet on what caused the fire. Rumors are swirling all over the internet about what may or may not have happened, but those are just rumors, okay? There have been no substantiated reports yet, as far as I've seen, in terms of what actually caused the fire. So I'm not gonna entertain rumors. I want facts. I want the truth. So I'm not gonna speculate right now as to what caused the fire. Shuri Castle was built sometime during the 14th century. The exact date is unknown, but it's over 500 years old. It served as the seat of the Ryukyu monarchy during the Ryukyu Kingdom days. You can probably tell there's a lot of stylistic similarity between Shuri Castle and China's Forbidden Palace. That was done on purpose. Ryukyuans greatly looked up to China, and so they purposely built Shuri Castle in a style similar to the Forbidden Palace. The Forbidden Palace was destroyed by fire several times. That's just one of the unfortunate consequences that come with large wooden structures. Shuri Castle has also been destroyed before, most recently in 1945 during the Battle of Okinawa, when Japanese soldiers hid inside the castle and American forces destroyed the castle. Shuri Castle can and will be rebuilt again. There's no doubt about that. It is the symbol of Okinawa. It is one of the most popular tourist attractions. It's still a sacred structure and a sacred grounds to this day for many Okinawans. A lot of Okinawan spiritual leaders, Noro or Yuta, often go there to pray. So there's no doubt that it will be rebuilt. Some people have been asking if there's a way they can donate to help rebuild. Haven't heard anything about that yet, but actually what I'm hoping is that the central Japan government will cover the costs entirely. I think they should. They've been illegally occupying Ryukyu since 1879. They've committed numerous atrocities against the Ryukyu people. They've stolen so much wealth and money from Okinawans, even before 1879, dating back to 1609. So Japan actually owes Ryukyu Okinawans a lot of money. So the least they could do is pay for the rebuilding of Shuri Castle. Ryukyuans or Okinawans all over the world are very distraught about this event. The Okinawan News was interviewing some Okinawans who live in Shuri, both old and young. They're just distraught. Many of them were in tears. If you see in the news, though, some of them are actually smiling or laughing, and they're doing that because that's actually a traditional Okinawan coping mechanism, to smile or to laugh in the face of adversity or in a tragic situation. That's a traditional Okinawan custom, a coping mechanism to try to deal with the terrible event. Let's try to look on the bright side a little bit. Based on this photo from Asahi Shimbun and from other reports I've been getting, at least part of the structure appears to have survived. I believe that is the entry building where you walk in order to get to the courtyard and the other buildings. It looks to have survived intact. Also, the Utaki, which is a sacred grove where Okinawans go to pray, the Utaki in front of the entry building also appears to have survived, if I'm not mistaken. I'm still waiting for confirmation on that. Also, some good news is some other sacred structures on the site, such as Shureimon, the famous gate, and also Sunishan, Utaki, which is the Utaki near Shureimon. Those appeared not to have been affected by the fire. So that's some good news. This event is very similar to the burning of Notre Dame, which happened earlier this year. What's interesting, though, is the media reaction to it. Whereas Notre Dame got worldwide coverage, it got very extensive coverage in Western media. Shuri Castle has gotten almost nothing. It's gotten very, very little coverage in the West or really anywhere outside of Japan or Okinawa. Shuri Castle is a World Heritage Site, so you would think it'd be getting more coverage, but it just isn't. Fire at Shuri Castle has actually been quite a bit worse, in my opinion, than the fire at Notre Dame in terms of damage. Notre Dame, yes, it did suffer extensive damage. The roof collapsed and the steeple collapsed, but the building itself is still standing, whereas Shuri Castle, the main building, is completely gone, and 5 other buildings are also very, very badly damaged. So you would think that the Western media would be paying more attention to this, especially considering that America has a very heavy military presence in Okinawa against the will of the Okinawan people. But Western media just hasn't cared much about it at all. And when the Western media has reported it, oftentimes they report it kind of incorrectly. They're calling Shuri Castle a Japanese castle or a castle in Japan. Actually, it's a Ryukyuan castle in Okinawa. Japan has illegally occupied the Ryukyu Islands since 1879. This has really been a bad year for Okinawans. First, the building of the illegal military base at Hinoko, which is destroying the coral reef against the will of the Okinawan people. And now this, the destruction of Shuri Castle. What can I say? This has been a rough year, a very rough year. But, like I said, Shuri Castle will be rebuilt. I know a lot of people are feeling pretty down right now, and that's very understandable. But I want to look at the bright side. I want to try and be optimistic. My team and I, the Peace for Okinawa Coalition, we have been working tirelessly for many months now on some projects. We can't really talk too much about them right now, but they're big projects, and we think they're really going to help the Okinawan people, Okinawans all over the world. And so that's something to look forward to. We're continuing to work on those. Hopefully, you're going to hear about those very soon. So there's reason to be hopeful and optimistic. We just got to keep our heads up. I know this is a bad time, but we're Uchinanshu, we're Ryukyuans, and our ancestors never gave up, and neither should we. By the way, some people have been asking about my shirt and where they can get it. Yes, I did make this shirt. If you're interested, you can get it on my website, robkachiwara.com. It's $35. I know it's a little expensive, but it does come with some cool little designs on it, you see. And also, the proceeds go to the Peace for Okinawa Coalition to help us pay for our expenses and the work that we do in terms of raising awareness and teaching Okinawan culture, history, language, and issues, and in our advocacy in terms of trying to protect the rights and well-being of Ryukyu, Okinawa. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more of our videos. I'll see you guys next time.